From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is the hourly news blast. LGBTQ Nation is reporting. Republican lawmakers in Ohio have introduced a sweeping bill aimed at preventing schools and local governments from supporting transgender children and also at overturning bans on so-called conversion therapy. State institutions, government institutions cannot promote that woke ideology. State Representative Gary Click, a Republican, told local ABC affiliate News 5 Cleveland this week, "We're going to say in Ohio it is not a danger to treat your child normally and to affirm your son as your son and your daughter as your daughter. Make no mistake, for trans youth, Ohio has become a very dangerous place because of transphobic bigots like Representative Gary Click and Representative Josh Williams." You see, Click and State Representative Josh Williams, also a Republican, introduced House Bill 693. Among numerous other anti-trans provisions, it would redefine conversion therapy as not including counseling aimed at changing trans minors' gender identity. No, the bill would effectively legalize conversion therapy, which is widely considered to be a form of torture and child abuse, and is banned in parts of the state for trans minors, as it is in other places, for example, here in Pennsylvania, in many counties. It is not conversion therapy to help children discover their identity and who they are biologically, Click said. Click, you're a bigot and full of bullshit. We're not going to listen to another word you say. Jennifer Ciaccia, a spokesperson for Cuyahoga County, the first in the state to ban so-called conversion therapy, noted that the hateful, misleading, and dangerous practice has been discredited by over 28 major medical organizations. Cuyahoga County, she said, remains committed to upholding its ban. Cuyahoga County is aware of legislation introduced today in House Bill 693 and are currently reviewing it to assess its potential impact on our operations and residents, Ciaccia told News 5. The bill also reportedly includes a mechanism to block state funding for local governments that violate its anti-trans provisions. As Governor Janet Mills of Maine might say, "We'll see you in court." The 55-page bill also prevents state agencies from penalizing parents who don't support their trans child's gender identity, prevents unsupported parents from losing custody of their trans children, and prohibits state agencies from basing foster care placement on whether the parents support a child's gender identity. Click argues that existing laws against child abuse are sufficient. No, they're not. This bill says that for the solitary reason of the fact that you affirm that child's natural sex, that is not abuse, he said. Again, Click, we don't want to hear your crap. House Bill 693 also takes aim at schools, barring them from disciplining teachers for refusing to use names and pronouns that reflect trans students' gender identities. Okay, I'm sorry. Trans children have enough shit on their plate than having to put up with bullshit from the Ohio public school system based on idiotic legislation that's passed in one of the most bigoted states in the country, telling those trans youth that they essentially do not exist, and forcing teachers who are equally bigoted to follow this name and pronoun guideline from what? The Ohio Department of Education? More like the Ohio Department of Miseducation. It's an absolute travesty that we have politicians who are attacking some of our most vulnerable students, said Ohio Federation of Teachers President Melissa Cropper, who are using our teachers as ways to attack these students and are using this to advance their own political agenda, their own political careers, instead of thinking about what's best for our students, what's best for our public education system or the lack thereof, and what's best for our communities, what's best for us as humans. For families with trans youth in Ohio, if you can afford to flee that hellhole of a state, do so as fast as you can. Might we recommend New York or Massachusetts, or why not even come east to your neighbors here in Pennsylvania? For those families and youth who are stuck in Ohio, we recommend reaching out to the Trevor Project or the Trans Lifeline. Details are on the homepage of the Pennsylvania Equality Project at paequality.com. Here in Pennsylvania, We're not going away. In fact, we are going to speak louder than we ever have to make sure the trans youth aren't forgotten about or conversion therapied, even if it is in Ohio. That's News Blast for this hour. If you're watching our videos on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. PEP Radio is available on the Live 365 app, the PEP Radio page at paequality.com, Roku, and Alexa. Up next, we have the Meadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.